Have you ever seen a rider finish qualifying in 13th place and still make the entire paddock nervous? Because that's exactly what's happening right now with Veda Ega Pratama. While most fans are looking at the front row ahead of the Moto3 Italian Grand Prix at Mugello, a growing number of people inside the Moto3 world are paying attention to someone starting much further back. And that rider is Indonesia's rising star, Veda Ega Pratama. After a dramatic and intense qualifying session, the Honda Team Asia rider secured 13th place on the starting grid. At first glance, that doesn't sound impressive. P13 isn't pole position. P13 isn't even the top 10. But if you've been following Veda this season, you already know why this story is much bigger than the numbers suggest. Because Veda has built a reputation for doing one thing extremely well: coming through the pack. Again and again, he's shown that qualifying position doesn't always determine where he finishes. His race pace, aggressive overtaking style, and ability to fight under pressure have made him one of the most exciting young riders to watch in Moto3. And now he's facing one of the biggest challenges of the season: Mugello. One of the fastest and most demanding circuits on the calendar. A track where slipstreams matter. A track where one mistake can destroy an entire race. And a track where brave riders often create unforgettable moments. During qualifying, the competition was incredibly tight. Every rider was fighting for thousandths of a second. One small error. One missed slipstream. One bad sector. And suddenly you're losing multiple positions. Veda fought through the pressure and eventually locked in 13th place on the grid. Not ideal. But definitely not a disaster. In fact, some fans believe this could actually work in his favor. Why? Because Moto3 races rarely follow the script. The class is famous for massive lead groups, constant overtakes, and unpredictable battles right until the final lap. Sometimes the rider starting 12th or 13th has a better chance than expected because they can stay out of early front row chaos and gradually work their way forward. And if there's one thing Veda has proven this year, it's that he doesn't panic. He attacks. The question now is simple. Can he do it again at Mugello? The challenge won't be easy. The riders ahead are experienced. The field is incredibly competitive. And Mugello's long straight rewards riders who know exactly how to use the slipstream game. Every position gained will have to be earned. Every overtake will carry risk. Every lap will matter. But that's also what makes this race so fascinating. Because we're not talking about a rider trying to defend a lead. We're talking about a rider trying to chase one. And sometimes that's where the best stories are written. Imagine this scenario. The lights go out. The front group starts fighting immediately. A few riders lose positions. A mistake happens somewhere in the pack. And suddenly Veda begins moving forward. P13 becomes P11. P11 becomes P9. Then P7. Then the cameras start noticing. Commentators start mentioning his name. Fans start watching the timing screens. And before anyone realizes what's happening, he's fighting with the lead group. Sounds ambitious? Maybe. Impossible? Not at all. Because Moto3 has taught us one lesson over and over again. Never underestimate momentum. And right now, Veda Ega Pratama has plenty of it. What's even more interesting is the bigger picture. This isn't just about one race. This isn't just about Mugello. This is about the future. Every strong performance adds experience. Every battle against top riders builds confidence. Every point scored brings him one step closer to becoming a serious force in the championship. And that's why many international fans are beginning to pay attention. Not because of where he starts, but because of where he might end up. So as we head into race day, here's the question nobody can answer yet. Is P13 the beginning of a difficult weekend? Or is it the starting point of another breakthrough performance? Because sometimes future stars don't announce themselves from pole position. Sometimes they emerge from the middle of the grid, fighting through traffic, proving everyone wrong. And if that happens at Mugello, we might look back at this qualifying session very differently. Not as the day Veda qualified 13th, but as the day something much bigger quietly began. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more Moto3 and MotoGP coverage from around the world. And now I want to hear from you. How far do you think Veda Ega Pratama can climb from P13 at Mugello? Top 10? Top 5? A podium? Or are we witnessing the early stages of Indonesia's next MotoGP superstar? Let me know in the comments.